Historically, case reports of allergies have been reported even in the pharaohs of Egypt. Is it the change in genetics? No. Is it raise in allergens? Perhaps. But it is the way we chose to live what has made the difference. And that is the epigenetics in asthma. I'm Dr. Manjunath. Let's try and understand the epigenetics in asthma and allergy. Stay tuned. Epigenetics refers to the changes in the genome which are not coded by the genomic sequence by itself. But the effects of the epigenetics may be on the gene transcription, and these are potentially heritable. And the study of epigenetics and the diseases is called as epigenetic epidemiology. The epigenetic changes may be either due to the DNA methylation or post-transcriptional histone modification, histone variation, chromatin remodeling, or non-coding RNAs. Exposure to epigenetic changes within a period or a window, susceptible window, will induce the epigenetic changes. It could be either be prenatal, perinatal, childhood, or even as an adult. The changes may happen. With these changes, it determines if a person can become allergic or not. Let us look at some examples. We'll talk about the parental exposure. Mothers with asthma had daughters with asthma, and fathers with asthma had sons with asthma. Fathers who smoked during their adolescence had a higher likelihood of transmitting the asthma to children, and those in comparison to fathers who did not smoke. It's believed that the paternal exposure had very little or no role to play in epigenetic modification. Because of the DNA methylation marks are removed during the formation of the primordial germ cell in a zygote. But mothers who smoked during pregnancy would transmit the epigenetic changes through the oocytes to their children and grandchildren. Let us see the seasonal exposure and its changes in the epigenetics. Children who are born in autumn and winter had higher asthma than those who are born in spring and summer. This could be due to the in utero exposure of allergens in the first and second trimesters, and season of birth also defines the environmental exposure of the respiratory viruses at an early age in comparison to later age when the immunity is much more mature. Vitamin D levels varies as per the environment, as per the season. This is more pronounced in the Western countries than in India, and which is more of a tropical country where we have abundant sunlight. And micronutrient content in the diet of the pregnant mothers, consumption of fresh food versus the frozen food also makes a difference in these seasons. And then we have few more examples to quote, and that is the stress during pregnancy, exposure to diesel exhaust, maternal stress, maternal obesity, and whatnot. The list is basically endless. We have multiple reasons why epigenetic changes can happen, and these can be transmitted to the offsprings. It is important to observe that all of us get exposed to pollutants. Only few of them develop that inflammatory response. It is those children, it is those adults, it is those people who have epigenetic imprints on the genomic surface or the gene expression will result in asthma. So all said and done, these epigenetic changes which I quoted above are plausible reasons and not absolute causes of allergies and asthma. But it is more definable, it is more accepted over the years that epigenetic changes is perhaps the most important reason why we have seen so much increase in allergies and asthma over decades. Changes in epigenetics. The epigenetic expression of the genes are responsible for the tumors, developmental origins of disease and health. There's so much. It is an endless subject. It is just not possible for me to cover in a video. It is just a gist. This is just an opening statement about epigenetics. And perhaps most important reason for us to see a surge of diseases in allergies and asthma. So few more videos will come up regarding the allergies and asthma. Stay tuned, like, share and subscribe. Knowledge is a endless reservoir. It keeps filling and has no bottom to that. Please share it with everybody so that everybody gets the knowledge. Stay tuned.